Hello there. Last night, UK ministers unveiled part of the Brexit no-deal plan, designed to up the ante in the negotiations and pile the pressure on Brussels. The government has announced a new operation to keep 2 lanes of the M20 in Kent open while turning 13 miles of it into a lorry park. Operation Brock is designed to overcome the flaws of its predecessor, Operation Stack, which saw chaos in South East England. Highways England have earmarked £25 million for preparation, including buying tens of thousands of orange cones to set up a contraflow system between Junction 8 near Maidstone and Junction 9 of the M20 near Ashford, reports The Sun. This will also, though, mean tearing out some of the crash barriers, it says. And The Guardian reports that the Freight Transport Association said the proposed solution was a good compromise until permanent parks could be provided. Christopher Snelling, the FTA's head of UK policy, said it is vital both for the logistics industry and for Kent as a whole that traffic can continue to flow freely throughout the county, and the proposed solution could provide that for now. Maybe the Brexiteer Secretary of State for Transport, Chris Grayling, has been able to convince the PM to take the no-deal Brexit option more seriously now. But before Remonas go off on one, we must remember that these vehicles travel both ways between the EU and the UK. And the UK imports more than it exports, so one has to presume these preparations are going on within the rest of the EU 27. And as they sell us much more than we sell them, don't you think it is just as much in the interests of the EU to sort this out as quickly as possible and come to a deal as it is in ours? After all, do they want traffic blocked all the way up their roads, clogging their ports? Or do Remonas inhabit a strange place where democracy must be punished and everyone across the EU must suffer because the UK as a whole made a decision they don't like? I think I've just answered my own question, don't you? Now to science. Theresa May has said that the UK will be willing to continue paying into EU-backed science programmes post-Brexit, says The Telegraph. The Prime Minister announced she wanted Britain to fully associate ourselves with European R&D programmes, including the successor to Horizon 2020 and the research and training arm of Euratom, Europe's nuclear agency, said the paper. The rider, though, is that the UK must maintain a suitable level of influence within them, she said. If it's anything like the Galileo programme, then I think the EU will be holding its hand out for the dosh, but keeping us at as long an arm's length as they can get. Now, whether you believe it or not, the PM Theresa May has insisted that any so-called Brexit backstop plan would only apply in a very limited set of circumstances, says Bloomberg. What we're proposing is an alternative backstop proposal, but nobody wants this to be the solution that is achieved, Theresa May said, speaking in Macclesfield. If it is necessary, it will be in a very limited set of circumstances for a limited time. When pressed by reporters if she would be open to stretching the transition phase beyond December 2020, she repeated that it was set to end in December 2020. And she went on to say that she wanted to solve the customs issue through our overall relationship with the European Union. But what I want to know is why is she not dismissing the backstop plan as not acceptable, because surely it is worse than a no-deal Brexit. Finally, let's have a look at the public finances, shall we, which, if you believe the Remonas, must surely have tanked into the depths of national bankruptcy by now. But what did I find? In the latest full financial year from April 2017 to March 2018, we had borrowed £40.5 billion, which is £5.7 billion less than last year, and £4.7 billion less than the Office for Budget Responsibility expected the country to borrow. So, although the corner into an annual budget surplus has not yet been turned, The ship of state is moving in the right direction. We also had the lowest borrowing in April 2018 since the year 2008. So the driving down of the annual deficit continues, unaffected by the vote to leave the EU. The downside, of course, is that this annual borrowing just gets lumped in with the rest of the nation's net debt at the end of the year, and we currently owe nearly £1.8 trillion. But then I imagine what would happen if Corbyn, McDonnell and Abbott were running the show, and a large shiver of dread runs right down my spine. So, what do you think? Please let us all know by leaving a comment below. Thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.